But with
Yeah.
all that being said, and as much as I would love to sit here and talk about Mac Jones for 20, 25 minutes, we probably should move on to the guy who is number 2. And he was the first overall pick, and that is Trevor Lawrence. So Trevor Lawrence has completed 58% of his passes for 2,369 yards for 9 touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he has the second worst offensive line of the 5 quarterbacks taken.
Yeah,
I
I would
think
say so.
Zach Wilson and Trey Lance have the Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, and Mac Jones have better offensive lines. Justin Fields has the worst by far.
Mm-hmm.
But his performance with his weapons and what has been in Jacksonville, I think, has been good.
Yeah.
You definitely see why he was taken number 1 overall. Physical traits, arm talent,
Mm-hmm.
a pocket presence, all of that is there. I just think he's kind of in a bad situation on a bad team. I just think Jacksonville's not very good yet. And while they have weapons, they have struggled to protect him at times.
Yeah.
And he also has had his rookie moments. I know it was against Houston. He rolled out to the left and then overthrew a wide open wide receiver right into an interception. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely some rookie moments. But again, upside is definitely there. I think he's been very good so far.
Yeah, yeah. I think all things considered, going into the situation that he's been in, I think he has performed fine. He has an average QB rating of 72.3 to this point of the season, second amongst all of the QBs so far. The biggest thing to me, and it's just one thing of concern, is he has only had 4 games of the 11 games that he has played that has been above average, above that 79.1.
Mm-hmm.
QB rating. And since the bye week, they played 5 games, and he's actually had a 69.4 QB rating. And you would some signs of concern. Obviously, it's still he's still a rookie quarterback, and he is in the weaker situation, or one of the weaker situations going in. We all knew that, but I would be curious to see how he does if they bolster up the offensive line, because they do have a solid running back, and I've been an above average running back in James Robinson, in my opinion. You know, Travis
Yeah.
Etienne coming back. DJ Chark, I would say is their number 1 receiver. He is on IR for the rest of or he is out for the rest of the season. I would have liked to see them continue to develop. He has benefited from having Marvin Jones, a veteran receiver there for him to throw to, who has had some good games, but he's not the elite receiver that he was. So I'm it has been fun watching him develop, seeing how Jacksonville does. They've won some games because honestly, their defense isn't. They have shown improvement throughout the season, which is kind of what you want to see with this team, because they're a super young team. I think they're one of the youngest overall.
Yeah. Oh,
but
by far.
yeah, so this is a typical rookie season. A lot of star quarterbacks have had seasons like this, and such as the other quarterbacks that we are about to speak about here shortly, are also just having tough seasons because they just aren't on really great teams. So
Yeah. And I will say he also is on a team with a first-year NFL head coach.
mm-hmm.
Not even like NFL coordinator before this, like first time in the NFL.
Yeah.
So that is definitely something that I think, as Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence learn and get better in the NFL, I think that will only better Trevor Lawrence's performances.
Yeah.
Um,
I also think too, because one of the things I would say, obviously we knew Trevor Lawrence and his dual threat capability. I think his accuracy coming into the pros was an issue. Arm strength was never an issue. Being able to read and control an offense was never an issue. But just accuracy and precision. Issues have been there, and I have seen. You've seen improvements throughout the season. I'm looking forward to seeing how he improves with the offseason going into the second season with Jacksonville.
Yeah, and maybe they'll get him a new tackle, or maybe a couple more weapons in the draft, or just shore up that offensive line and give him a better defense. But I definitely think better days are ahead for Trevor Lawrence.